Hi, welcome to Dog Talk. We're back here with Tim and Frank, of course, from the Lakefront Group, and we're here to talk about more Meadow Lake Dam issues. I'm not cussing.
Here we are on Meadow Lake / river, but Tim, tell us where we are today with the lake and how did we get here?
2019, we had the spillgate failure at Lake Dunlap. While Dunlap, McQueeney, and Placid have done a great job with solutions to fix their spillgates, we've had to go a different route. We don't have the number of properties and we simply don't have the tax base to bear that burden. So in negotiations with GBRA, who's facilitated a lot of this hard work, we've had some individuals that have worked their tail off, and we had the Meadow Lake Nolte Dam Association born after that. We've come up with a plan to take ownership of the dam. GBRA offered the dams to all of the lakes in the very beginning of what was the spillgate failures and then the drain for the lakes for safety reasons. We had some very talented individuals that saw a plan forward and a path to success, and how I feel now, a 100% solution for the WCID to take ownership of the dam. We have a hydro operator that's going to come in and operate the hydro unit, and the WCID will own the dam. The taxpayers, the City of Seguin, and possibly some grant money will go toward the bond payments for the spillgate replacement.
How much are you getting from the City of Seguin?
The City of Seguin has graciously put forward a $5 million gift towards our spillgate replacement.
Wow.
The City of Seguin is very generous. They understand how important this lake is to the economic value of not only property values, but folks coming in and using our lake.
And what are they estimating the total cost of the construction will be?
We have a kind of a sliding scale there. We are hoping, best case scenario, we could do it for about 14 million. Worst case scenario, up to 20 million.
Does that include any of the grant money?
We have put in for a grant, and it pays up 30% up to $5 million of your project.
So the total cost would be 14 to 20 million, and then you take off the 5 million potentially from the City of Seguin and potentially another 5 million from another grant.
For easy numbers, if the entire project were $16 million, we would realize the entire 5 million from the grant, the 5 million from the city, and then the WCID taxpayers would be on the hook for about 6.5 million, because there's some maintenance and operating costs that go in there.
And I know the tax rate that they're estimating is a sliding scale because we don't have all the answers right now. I think everybody's focusing on the worst number, where it could be a lot better,
Absolutely.
A lower tax rate, and may not be the burden that the taxpayers thought they were going to have to take on.
Worst case scenario, it's the 15.8 million. Best worst case scenario, we come in at that 16 and we're only on the hook for 6.5.
Wow. Well, Tim, there was a time when this was looking very bleak, that this may not even happen, but now with the city stepping in, with the grants that we possibly could be getting, and this may happen.
Oh, absolutely. We feel very confident that it's the only plan that's viable for us. It was a lot of doom and gloom in the beginning. We were hearing numbers in the $28 million range, and we knew that we could not support that. With the gift from the city of $5 million, a possible USDA grant out there, 30% of the project up to $5 million, and us passing the 15.8 in bonds, this is a very doable project. The thing that is different is we're going to own the dam. The WCID will own the dam. It brings local control back to the dam, and it takes it away from the state. GBRA is governed by the state. It takes away any kind of liability from the taxpayers.
So, I mean, GBRA would not be involved at that point?
No, sir. They offered to sell us the dam, just like they offered to sell them to the other lakes. We're going to take them up on the offer, and they're gracious enough to stick to that, and that's the only way this is viable for us, is for the WCID to own this dam. We have an operator who operates over 40 dams in 2 different continents, and they're all hydro dams. He is going to have an automated system. They can lay those gates down just as fast, if not faster, than the hydraulic press on the other dams.
You mentioned operator. How are they paid?
The taxpayers will not pay for the operator. Actually, the operator will pay the district, the Water Control Improvement District, back a small amount of profits every year.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So with our $5 million gift from the city and our grant and the bond election in November, there's no time like the present for voters to get out and restore Meadow Lake. If we push this off until May, we may be out of the pay zone for the grant, and the city may not take us serious and may rescind their offer.
And you never know what's going to happen with interest rates. I mean, it continue to be more costly to rebuild the dam. There's no better time than now to get this done. And it's all teed up. It's ready for November 7th. All we need, voter approval.
That's it.
November 7th, get out and vote. Let's get it done.
Let's get our lake back.